Welcome back, everybody. We continue to see big names coming to New York to campaign in the race for governor, and we're now just a few days out from when polls will actually open on Election Day. Of course, Republican governors Ron DeSantis and Glenn Youngkin have been here to campaign for Republican Lee Zeldin. Meantime, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton have been here for Governor Hochul. And then today, we learned from the White House that President Biden himself will campaign with the governor. It will be Sunday in Yonkers, a rare stop by a sitting president in such a deep blue state so close to the election. Probably speaks to the competitiveness of this year's governor's race. Meantime, we got a really good question from a viewer following yesterday's segment that we did about daylight saving time, which of course ends this weekend. We showed you how a bill passed unanimously in the United States Senate back in March to switch us all to permanently use daylight saving time. No more changing the clocks. But nothing has happened regarding that bill in the U.S. House of Representatives. Today, we asked local Congressman Brian Higgins why.
Well, they need to move on it, and the Senate has already acted. Typically, the reverse is true. The House acts first, and then the Senate typically delays significantly. But there's no good reason to delay it. This is common sense, and I think that elimination of daylight savings time is probably a good thing for everybody.
The congressman says that bill is currently stuck in the House Energy and Commerce Committee, and Reuters reports that an agreement is not expected to happen there until after the end of this year, which means that the Senate would have to pass it again because a new Congress begins next year. The different sides here are apparently split by regions of the country, not Democrats versus Republicans. They're basically disagreeing over whether we should make daylight saving time permanent or make standard time happen all year long. Stay tuned. In the meantime, fall back this weekend. Congressman Higgins is also still banging the drum on the Nexus backlog for people waiting to get approved for the Trusted Traveler program. Higgins and two other congressmen sent a letter to Canadian leaders asking them to work with the United States to reopen Nexus enrollment centers in Canada, trying to clear up that backlog of some 334,000 applications. Higgins says the average delay from an application to approval right now is still more than 16 months.